Welcome to mediAInfo. Let's get started. There is a quote attributed to the famous American author Mark Twain, which states that if you don't read the newspaper, you are uninformed. If you do, you're misinformed. The irony of this is that there is no evidence to link Mark Twain to this quote. Too often, information is spread without substantiation. If it fits one's narrative, it is ingested without much thought or objectivity. We see this in news media where polarization has divided a nation. We see it on social media where highly influential figures can state opinion which is interpreted as fact. But what we continuously neglect are the consequences which inevitably follow. mediAInfo seeks to provide the general public with quality and transparency when it comes to information to make objective decisions. Upon analyzing Ad Fonte Media's 2020 media bias chart, there was an obvious trend between media bias and factual quality. I will take Trump's recent Twitter post and insert it into the text box. By pressing the Analyze Text button, analytical breakdowns are provided which include the bias and factual rating, references to entities within the text, sentiment analysis of the positivity and negativity of the input text, and a summary of the text as a whole. The bias of the text and how factual it is provided for interpretation as seen with Trump's post. Using deep learning and natural language processing, we were able to model said bias and factual quality using Twitter data and the Harvard NELA GT 2018 dataset. The bias factual rating model is trained using word embeddings, one-dimensional convolutional neural network, and a bidirectional LSTM through TensorFlow. Now let's use an article by the far-left media outlet Bipartisan Report. To provide users with additional information about the text, we used Azure Cognitive Services text analysis. Entity Links was built on knowledge graphs and provides source links to keywords within the text so users have access to sources within the text. The users also provided a sentence-by-sentence breakdown of the sentiment of each sentence to gain a further understanding of its influence. Let's try inserting a Reuters article that is traditionally unbiased and factual to analyze summarization. Notice the length of the article. We use Hugging Face Transformers text summarization to provide a concise summary of the input text. The system would benefit from further development, which includes modifying the user interface, adding additional data in a transformer to the bias factual rating model, and providing additional information and sources with the use of a knowledge graph. Further improvements also include a browser extension to perform mediAInfo analysis in real time, as well as image analysis to rate the influence of images and memes. This is mediAInfo with real information.